Right now, somewhere just out of reach, there may be another version of you. Same face, same name, the same memories, at least up to a point. But this version made one different choice. They took the job you turned down. They said the thing you kept inside. They walked through the door you decided to leave closed. And from that single moment, their life peeled away from yours and became a story you will never get to read. This is the idea of the parallel universe, and tonight we are going to take it seriously. Not as a trick from a movie, but as one of the strangest and most beautiful questions a thinking mind can ask. If everything that could happen does happen somewhere, then what does that make of your one small life, the one you are actually living right now? Welcome back to Overthunk. Let us begin. The thought starts simply. Every single day you make choices. A few of them feel enormous. Most of them feel like nothing at all. Coffee or tea, left or right, speak or stay quiet. And every time you choose, you can feel, just faintly, the ghost of the choice you did not make. We call it the road not taken. We picture the other life as a kind of shadow, walking quietly beside us, living out everything we let go. For most of human history, that shadow was only a feeling, a line in a poem, a regret that finds you at 3 in the morning. But over the last 100 years, something strange happened. Serious scientists and serious philosophers began to wonder whether that shadow might actually be real. Not a metaphor, not a daydream, an actual place, an actual person, an actual you. The first push came from physics. Down at the smallest scale of reality, particles do not behave like solid little marbles. Before you look at them, they exist in a blur of possibilities, a cloud of maybe in several states at once. Only when you measure them does the cloud seem to collapse into one definite answer. But in the year 1957, a young physicist named Hugh Everett asked a daring question. What if the cloud never truly collapses? What if every possibility actually happens, each one in its own branch of reality? You see one outcome. Another version of you, in another branch, sees the other. Neither of you is wrong. You have simply gone your separate ways, and you will never meet again. This is called the many worlds idea, and taken seriously, it means reality is constantly splitting. Not once in a while, constantly. Every event with more than one possible result spins off new branches, like a tree that never stops growing, with a copy of you riding outward on every single branch. Then cosmology added its own twist. Our universe may be just one bubble among countless others, each born from its own beginning, each with its own laws of nature. And some thinkers go further still. They argue that in a cosmos large enough, every possible arrangement of matter must eventually repeat, which would mean that far enough away, atom for atom, there is another Earth, another room, another you reading these very words at this very moment. Now here is where we leave the laboratory and step into the deeper water, because the truly haunting questions about parallel universes are not really about physics at all. They are about you. Question 1. Is that other version actually you? They share your past. They share your face. But the moment they chose differently, they began to become someone else. Different experiences, different regrets, different scars. Philosophers have argued for centuries about what makes a person the same person over time. Is it the body? Is it the memories? Is it some thread of continuous experience running through your whole life like a single line of string through many separate beads? And here is the uncomfortable part. If you cannot even be certain that the you of 10 years ago is the same as the you of today, then what hope do you have of claiming the stranger in the other universe? Maybe they are you, or maybe they are only a relative you never met, a sibling wearing your name. Question 2. If every choice splits, does choosing even matter? This is the heavy one. If there is a universe where you were brave and a universe where you were a coward, and both of them are equally real, then in what sense did you really choose anything at all? Every option got taken by somebody. Your courage did not defeat your fear. It simply happened in this branch while your fear happened in the room next door. There is a name for the boldest version of this idea. A philosopher named David Lewis argued for something he called modal realism. It is the view that every possible world is just as real as our own. Not a fantasy, not a maybe. A genuine existing place, as solid and as present as the chair you are sitting in. To Lewis, the phrase "it could have been otherwise" was not a quiet sigh of regret. It was a plain description of an actual world, where it actually is otherwise. Sit with that for a moment. Every life you could have lived is being lived. Every word you could have said is being said. Somewhere, a version of you became everything you ever dreamed of. And somewhere, a version of you lost it all. And every bit of it is just as real, just as solid, just as true as this. There is one more idea here, and it may be the strangest of them all. Some thinkers have wondered if the universe is truly splitting at every moment. Then from your own point of view, there might always be at least one branch where you carry on. A branch where the worst simply does not happen. Where, against every possible odd, you just keep going. From the inside, after all, you could only ever experience the branches in which you are still here to experience anything. It is a dizzying thought, far more of a riddle than a fact. And even the people who first imagined it are not sure it means anything at all. But it shows you how quickly this subject can pull the floor out from under your feet. So where does all of this leave us? If there are countless versions of you, living countless lives, it is so easy to feel small. Easy to think, why should any of it matter? Nothing I do is special. Every choice I make is already being made by someone else, somewhere out there. But I want to offer you a different way to look at it. Picture all those other versions for a moment. The braver one, the richer one, the one who never once got hurt. They are not here. They cannot touch this room, this breath, this exact afternoon. You are the only version living this particular life, and no one in any universe can live it for you. The very fact that countless others exist somewhere makes the one you are actually living rarer, not cheaper. It is the only one you will ever truly hold in your hands. And maybe that is the quiet gift hiding inside this enormous idea. Not that your choices echo across a billion worlds, but that here, in this one, they are finally and completely yours. The road not taken belongs to someone else now. The road you are walking belongs only to you. So tonight, before you sleep, here is the thought I will leave you with. If there really is another you out there, on some distant branch living a different life, what would you want them to know about the choice that split the two of you apart? And what right now, in this single irreplaceable world, are you going to choose next? Think about it, and we will see you in the next one.